is Sheila from the channel Inside Beauty with the Old Girl. Today's video will be the final wrap-up of my favorite 2019 makeup products. I have already done my favorite primers, and I've already done my favorite foundations and blushes, so I'll finish up today. I'm sorry I didn't get this out sooner, but with the holidays I got a little behind. So first I'd like to welcome you all to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. And if you like my content, I hope that you subscribe, give me a like, and leave me comments with suggestions of what you use. Because, I'm not a big makeup wearer and this is all kind of new to me. So I'm trying out different things. I generally just buy drugstore makeup. I do not buy high-end, so anything you would like to suggest for me to try, I would love to try it. So let's get into this video. First of all, I will go over eyes. Now, I use the Milani Eye Primer. I'm sorry I don't have it here to show you because I just ran out, and that was the only one I had. But I do like to wear an eye primer, and that's my favorite. Really, the only other one I've tried is the CoverGirl Lid Lockup, and that's nice also. It works fine, but I just like the Milani better. So let's see. As far as eyeshadow palettes, I'm not big into colors, lots of colors and all that. I just have not gone down that road yet. They all look so bold to me, and if I even try one, I feel like I look like a clown. So I wear the very light colors, and sometimes I just put a little blush or a little bronzer. But I do have a couple palettes that I've tried, and I'll show you what they are. This one is by e.l.f. It's called Mad for Mattes. And as you can see, this is new. Pretty new, maybe 2 months old. I've hardly dipped into it. Just these lighter shades on this end, but these ones, they're just too colorful for me. I'm just not there yet. But these are very inexpensive. You can get them at Walmart, Amazon. I got mine at Walmart. And I do wear the matte eyeshadows. I don't wear the shimmery ones. So these are perfect for me because they're all matte. The only other brand that I've tried and I love is Profusion. And I can get that in the matte colors. And that's what I love about it. They have palettes that are all matte. And they don't sell them. Somebody said they sell them in Walmart. They do not sell them in my Walmart here. But they have them at Marshall's and TJ Maxx constantly. And they're so inexpensive. Like this one, I should be embarrassed to show you this one. It is so old and it's cracked. This is the Profusion Max. It was, I don't know if you can see this back here, $3.99. Now we're talking. And they are so pigmented. And take this off. Here's what they look like. As you can see, I've used down at this end, kind of these lighter ones. I even hit pan on one. Woohoo! Now on two. And so they're more, that's about as dark as I can go. I haven't worked up in this end yet. But for $3.99, this is fantastic. I don't get fallout with it. And I'm telling you, they are pigmented. Now, I can't compare it to a high-end palette and what the pigmentation is like because I've never tried one. But I think I know what that means. And these are highly pigmented to me. I've dropped this, I've cracked it. You can see the case is cracked on it. So I did get a lot of use out of that one. And then the one I got more recently, maybe 2 months ago, also came from Marshall's. It's another Profusion. It's called the Velvet Matte. It's 21 shades. That's a lot of shades. And if you see here on the back, I don't know if you can see this price tag down here, $6.99 for 21 shades. I was just sending a comment in this past week to Marlene from Marlene Fab and Glam over 50, and she was saying she didn't have any good luck with drugstore eyeshadows. So I told her that I had these Profusions, and Marlene, if you're watching, you should check these out because you do beautiful eye looks and you use all the colors. But there are so many colors in here, and as you can see, I haven't dipped into hardly any. I use these up here, the pale pink, the kind of yellow, real pale yellow, the light ones. I've used this pink and I've used this. But all these down here, I'm still afraid of. Now let me just show you how pigmented they are. I'm taking very little, pull this up, onto this finger, this finger, and I'm going to swipe it right here. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so dark. I can't imagine putting that on my eye. But maybe if I ever learn to blend them out or something, maybe I could do it, but not right now, so I'm sticking to the light ones. So if you're near a Marshall's, you might want to check these out. So that's it on my eye palettes. Now I will move along here, get this off my arm, and I will go into like eye pencils and things like that. Again, I don't use much. I do Tightline, and I like this Milani Stay Put eyeliner. I really like it. It does stay put. I have it in the shade Semi-Sweet, so it's kind of a dark brown. It has a smudger brush on the end of it, and I do use that for my Tightline. That's it. Eyebrows, I've never put anything on my eyebrows in my 68 and a half years of life until this year. I thought, well, let me try it. Everybody else does it. And it still doesn't feel right. It just feels weird. But I do have a couple here. I have the CoverGirl pencil, a L'Oreal pencil, and another one. This L'Oreal is the Brow Stylist, and it's in light blonde. They call this light blonde, but it doesn't look blonde to me. They all look too dark. You know, every one of them just looks too dark to me. And then, let me see what this one is. Here's another one. You can tell I guess it's supposed to be the color of this cap. This is CoverGirl, and it's in soft blonde. And again, doesn't look soft blonde to me. They look too dark. And the last one I got at Marshall's, so I won't be able to list these products that come from Marshall's below because I don't know if your Marshall's have it. But everything I can list, I will list below. This is by BDB. I have no idea what that means. Oh, well, it says Billion Dollar Brows. And of course it has a spoolie on the end, as most of them do. And it's just set a universal shade. So, I'll put that right here. See, so that looks dark to me. But, you know, if I do real lightly and I barely touch my brows, that's enough for me. I can't get into that brow thing. So that takes care of that. When it comes to mascaras, I always use the L'Oreal Voluminous eye primer. I love this. You know, it's that white one. It really coats your eyelashes before you put your mascara on. And to me, it thickens them up. I don't use any lash serums to make mine grow or do anything. I'm afraid to do that because I'm afraid it's going to affect my eyesight. Maybe because my mother has gone blind. I'm just so afraid of anything affecting my eyesight. So I'll talk it over with the optometrist when I get my eyes examined next. And then for my lashes, I just have three. I have this Milani. I love this one. I really do. It's called Highly Rated. It's got these little blue stars on it. And it's very nice. It doesn't clump. It doesn't smudge. It's not too heavy. I like this very much. And the Voluminous Million Lashes. Let me see who this is by. I don't know. I think it's CoverGirl. But anyhow, it comes in this gold tube. I like the wand a lot. It's more that plastic kind of wand. I like those. And this goes on very even, covers very well. I don't have any smudge problems. And now I love this Lash Princess. I know everybody uses these. This is the purple one. Wow, it's black and thick. And it's almost too thick. I mean, I feel like my eyelashes get too clumpy. But it's very nice and a little more dramatic for me, for everyday use. But I really do like it. All right, that takes care of my eyes. We'll do powders. I only have two. I have the Coty Airspun in translucent. I do use this. And then, of course, I've talked about this before on my channel. This is the Flower Beauty finishing powder, the translucent. And I love that too. They're very light. I like both of them. And last, we're down to lips. And for lipsticks, my favorites are these. Everybody uses these. This is the, oh boy, I can't even, it's Shining Peach, color 910. I think it's L'Oreal. I can't see, with or without glasses. But they come in this clear plastic, really pretty. And I love this shade, Shining Pink. It's the only shade I've tried. It's just a perfect shade for me because it's kind of nude and doesn't have a lot of color. Perfect. And then I have this one called Jennifer's Nude. I got this off of Amazon and I love it. And this one is by, oh my gosh, I think it's L'Oreal. I don't know. It says Collection Exclusive, J.Lo. But I do believe this was L'Oreal. And again, it's a very pale, kind of nude, but just pretty. Just perfect for me. And the last one, I just got this. It's called Candy. And it's by Rimmel. And it's a really soft pink. It's very light, but it's a nice topper on top of a color that's a little bit darker than this. So I like this. And I did use some lip glosses. I used the e.l.f. and the Milani. So I think I have two e.l.f.s and two Milanis. Yes, for the e.l.f. I have the, Champagne Glow. Champagne Glow, I think it's called. That's this one. And here's what that looks like. Put a little on there. It doesn't have much color, but it definitely does give you a glow. And then I have this sort of pink shade from e.l.f. and this one is called Sparkling Rose. Put that kind of right beside it. It has, as you can see, more of a pink tone, but a nice gloss. I like these. They're very inexpensive. And then, of course, with the Milanis, it's that Keep It Full Lip Plumping Gel, and they do keep it full. And I only have two shades here. One's a pink and one's a coral. The pink one is Luminoso, number 04. Keep It Full. I'll swatch that one on this hand. I don't know if you can see that real good. And the other one is Champagne. And that's the Keep It Full Milani. And it has more of a coral tint to it. Let's see if you can see that one. It's the one right here. So I like that too. And that's really it. That's all I have. That's what I use. I don't get a lot of makeup. I know what I like and I just keep it simple. So I hope you enjoyed seeing what I use and I would love to hear what you use. So again, for an outside beauty tip, all these things create some beauty for us because they make us look better. They put a shine on our lips or a glow on our cheeks. Well, speaking of glow on the cheeks, that's one thing I forgot to tell you. And I always use it, and now I can't find it. Oh, I didn't bring it out here. It was my chapstick. It was for my highlighter. I just use a chapstick. It could be made by anybody. Mine are free from the dentist office, so that's what I use. And I just, rub it on my finger and I just tap it right along, right here, my upper cheeks, and maybe right here and right here. And that's it. So that's for outside beauty. For inside beauty, well, I kind of want to tell you a story. I want to talk about generosity. Generosity of spirit. We can be generous in so many ways. It doesn't have to be something monetary. It doesn't have to be money or anything like that. It can be generous with your time, for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones. I'll tell you a little story about generosity. My grandson, my oldest grandson, Tristan, who is 21, is down here for his college winter break. He'll be here till about the middle of this month, January. And he comes down and paints here during his breaks, and all summer he comes too. And he does a wonderful job. And the people here in this community that I live in are so generous and kind. And they're all retired, we're all older girls and guys, but they have such good hearts. And I guess because he's young and he's in college and he's working to pay his way through college, he gets all these tips from the different houses that he paints at. These people, they pay him for the work, and then they'll give him $100 or $200 tip. Well, the other day, the house he's painting at now, it's a neighbor on my street, and that neighbor gave him a card, slipped it under the door, and it was just like a Christmas card for him, and inside he gave him $200. As a tip, as a bonus, and wrote the kindest note in there. Just a lovely gentleman and his wife. It's Mike and Mary. They're wonderful people. And then, just the other day, when Tristan was finishing up, he paints with my husband, Dave, who gets all the paint jobs here in our area. And Tristan comes back with a wad of money in his pocket, $200 in cash, from Mike and Mary again. As a thank you, Mike said, "I didn't get to tell you Merry Christmas. We gave him that card, but he gave him that." And I thought that was so kind and so generous. Especially to someone young who's working their way through college. So just think about that generosity of spirit. It doesn't have to be money, or it can be a $5 tip to somebody at McDonald's, or just give them some of your time. And be generous with your time and your love. Well, that's my inside beauty tip. I hope this video wasn't too long. I'm going to have some upcoming videos. I have a lot I want to talk about, the direction I want my channel to go in. I have some beauty tips. It's not special products, but it's just little tips that I use that I'd like to share. So leave me a comment. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. This is the old girl signing out. See ya.